Good morning, children. Welcome back for your EVS 1 period. Today we are going to start with our next lesson. Let's get introduced with the lesson. The next lesson is about the motions of the earth. In this lesson, we are going to see certain points. Let's see which points we are going to see. In this lesson, we are going to study about rotation, two poles, sunset and sunrise, and about a year. So, without wasting time, let's begin with the explanation part. To the first part, let's see about the rotation. Can you see this picture? Yes, you all must have played this. This is a top. Can you see these arrows? Yes, when you play with the top, you spin that top. It rotates. And this is the axis of the top. This is called the axis. That is the center line in the top is called as the axis. When you spin the top on the floor, it rotates and it completes its rotation, and after some times it stops. Let's see one example. Now I'm not having a top, so I'm using a bangle. In the picture we have seen that the top is having the axis. So the bangle is also having the axis. This is the center line of the bangle. This is called the axis. Now let's spin this bangle and see what happens. That is, when I spin the bangle, rotation takes place. So what an object that turns around itself actually turns around a certain imaginary lines. So these are the imaginary lines of an object. What it means that the turning of an object around itself is called as rotation, whereas the imaginary lines, that is the portion that the object uses to rotate, is called as axis of rotation. It is called as axis of rotation. This is a globe. What we have to do with it is we need to rotate the globe and see its rotation. Now you know that this is a globe and we have rotated the globe. We are taking one plumb line as it is shown in your textbook and we are placing here. Now you can see that this plumb line is meeting at a certain point in the center. But the position of the earth is inclined. What it is? It is inclined. You can see that this is the axis of the earth. This is the axis of the earth, and due to the plumb line, we come to know that the earth is in the inclined position. The earth rotates with its axis inclined like this. Now in the picture you can see N and S. These N and S are the axis, Earth's axis. It passes through the center of the Earth. So, the point N is called as the North Pole and the point S is called as the South Pole. If you can see here, one more line is presented. What it means that if a circle were drawn around the surface of the earth exactly in between the north and the south pole, it would divide the earth into two equal parts. And this imaginary circle is called as equator. When the earth is divided into two equal parts, that parts are called as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. What they are called as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The imaginary line here in the circle is called as the equator. This is the axis of the earth, whereas we have seen N, that is North Pole, and S is called as the South Pole. When I said that the earth is in the inclined position, you can see that the picture is placed little slanting. Why is it placed little slanting? Because the earth is in the inclined position, that is, it is in the slanting position. Little bit it is tilted. It's not straight like this. It is tilted. It is little bit slanting, we can say. So the earth's position is inclined. Let's move on with another activity that is given on page number 7 of your textbook. We need one big circle on the table, need to place one candle, and we need to place a globe at the point. Now this is going to tell us about the rotation as well as how the day and night occurs. As per the activity, we need to put off the lights of the room and the room should be dark. Now this is not possible, so I'll explain you by hiding one side. Now this candle, suppose it is your sun and this is our earth. We know that the globe is our earth. So if I hide one side of the earth with my hands, you can see that there is darkness. Whereas the side which is facing towards the sun, that is your candle, is brighter. That means it is daytime. Whereas the other side which is dark is your night time. This makes us understand that there is a day and night on the earth. We all know that the earth rotates, yes, around itself. But this rotation is anti-clockwise. Now what is anti-clockwise means? You all must be having wall clocks at home and you all must be aware that how you observe the timings, right? From 1, 2, 3 and so on. But this is called your clockwise, whereas anti-clockwise means it is opposite. It is going to start from 12, 11, 10, 9 and so on. In the same way, earth is rotating anti-clockwise. That is from west to east. It is going to rotate from west to east. As the earth rotates, its different parts come into the light of the sun and one after the other turn away in the same order. Now what it means? When I place my hand here, you can see that this portion is going to move. It is going to move from west to east. That means now here it is night and this part is having light. That is here it is daytime. If you might have heard about the timings in other countries, the timings differ in other countries from our country. Why? Because of the revolution of the earth. That is, it gives different timings in different countries. We need to set up the same model what we have done for our previous activity for studying the concept of rotation, that the earth rotates from west to east. Now you can see that I have placed a bindi on the earth, that is on the globe, and it is facing towards the sun. So when I move this anti-clockwise, what it means, that is I am going to move from which direction? Yes, I am going to move from west to east. So as it is placed in front of the sun, it means here it is daytime. When I rotate it from west to east, it is going to move and again it is going to come back here in front of the sun. It means what? Yes, it means that this rotation takes place in 24 hours. That means it completes its one rotation in 24 hours. 24 hours, that is completion of 2 clock direction. It completes its rotation in 24 hours, that is in a day. You know that day is divided equally into 2 parts. That means 12 hours of day and 12 hours of night makes complete your one day. That is 24 hours. We know that the rotation of the earth takes place in 24 hours, and this rotation of the earth is giving rise to day and night. That is, the portion of the earth that faces towards the sun is having daytime, whereas the other portion is having darker side is your nighttime. That is why the timing differs in different countries. Somewhere it is day and somewhere it is night. We know that the earth rotates around itself and this rotation takes place in a day. But how this rotation takes place? From which direction? Yes, it rotates from west to east. In the same way, we have studied last time that the earth revolves around the sun. And this revolution of the earth around the sun is completed in a time duration. And along with revolution around the sun, the earth rotates around itself. Along with the rotation, revolution is going on. And this revolution of the earth around the sun is completed in 365 days and 6 hours. That means it completes its revolution around the sun in 1 year. It takes 1 year to complete the revolution of the earth around the sun. And this way we have studied about rotation, revolution, daytime, nighttime, how the sunrise takes place, how the sunset, and even we have seen that the earth axis is inclined. It is bit inclined, it is in the slanting position. I hope you have understood the part that is taught to you. Keep reading and understand the concepts. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.